leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause her like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah, okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packing nobody.
Coach, just a beautiful fall night for football here in the Northeast as we are inside Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
That's right, baby. They don't want
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey. You got tight. You got tight right there. 44. 52.
Now Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Double dog, that's the way.
check 26, check 26. Switch.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McDonald. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. That throw by Brady, incomplete. Ben Watt. Was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Wait, that wide, 80. Hey, come on, check 31, check.
To throw again. Brady, slant route, caught by Edelman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. The speedy safety Marcus Allen made the stop. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Finds his target. It's Gates. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
1st down, here's White. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check nine, check nine. Motion, motion, motion. Go bandit.
Running out of the gun with White. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 31, Brady. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Get the cheese and Mike. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. You good?
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Second and 2. At the 49-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
25. Double. Undercrush. Hey, alert. Switch. Blue draw Corker.
Here's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Roethlisberger now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Ben to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's McDonald. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Focus.
Connor on the toss play. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's 3rd down.
a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
61, matchbox white.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. A reminder, coming up tomorrow night, it's the one weekend of the year where we get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders, Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and also the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game at 10:30 Eastern. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and all the way down to the 39. A big play there for New England, 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Left side, it's Dorsett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Come get some. Come on, come get some. Show it up. Ramp. 26 Mike. Let's go, D.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. They'll buy some time right. Go. And it'll be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They start the drive with Connor. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger, and complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now it's Roethlisberger. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looked like he tried it all there. Tried to use some physicality, right? Tried to use some footwork, some head fakes, but he was covered the entire way. Dogged in every step. That forced the incompletion. No separation at the end of the route.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Under 10. 10. Regular.
Shotgun now for Brady. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, exit. 26 months.
To throw again on second down. Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. We got three, fellas. We got three. He's coming. We got double alert.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a second. A really nice game.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Regular. 26 months. 26.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
At the 39-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Roethlisberger to Switzer over the middle. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Like I said. Easy, easy.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
No. 50.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Now White. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So many different weapons available in that Patriot backfield. Here's 1st and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. So we have come. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 20.
65. Alert. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Here we go. Alert.
Now a play fake. Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Watson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Brady now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's White. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Brady's throw there complete, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Motion, 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 motion.
50. On second down, it's White, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
3 down. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Shadow.
On play action, now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sean Davis with a pick, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Black 20. Here we go, dude. Here I come, here I come. Quarter, quarter. Black 1.
Here's Roethlisberger. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Get him.
They'll run on first down. White. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play does.
There's a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And now it's blocked. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they can get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Like that! 230! I'm trying to collect! Black and burn!
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
23 yards, the final tally.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
He's done right. He's done right. Hey. 4 down.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On 2nd and 15 now. Brady, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the event.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ryan Switzer, 72 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Patriots 13.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Tom Brady needing a fourth quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now. And the drive starts with a completion left side. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A gain there of 21 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
To throw, it's Brady, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mark Barrett in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Here's Switzer. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Samuels. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Roethlisberger now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
Easy. You good?
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Outright, he gets this one to Switzer. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
22, 44. 51 to Mike. Hey, Delta.
Throwing on second and 3. Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Double. Watch the whip. Check 52.
On first down, it's Samuels. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10.
Focus.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Wide, 80. Focus, defense, focus. Hey, ball 66.
On first and 10, here's Brady. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Watch the safety creep. Kill.
On first down, it's Connor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be second and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Help out! 44.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Hey, 53! I'm coming after you! Hey, check it!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Hayward able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Brady, so from the 36 now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Allen. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Pittsburgh, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Big numbers,
check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, what a point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass dirt.
Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over, he in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer.